What up on everybody? Welcome. Time for some more Magic. I almost said modern for a second there. Of course, we're not looking at modern. We're looking at a Pioneer deck list, one that recently 5-0'd a league, and has since been doing okay off and on. I know that the list that recently 5-0'd was a list by Wolfie98. I believe this deck was, so it wasn't completely originated by Doomwake. It actually started out, as you might imagine, a mono black deck that went 3-2. This was quite some time ago. The original deck creator, I don't have their name off the top of my head, but then Doomwake sort of did what he does and started to tinker with the deck, and that's how we reached Rakdos, I believe. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? And that's how the deck became Rakdos, and ever since then the deck has kind of off and on 5-0'd. It's not very popular in the metagame, and I'm not quite sure if it's very good, to be quite honest. I know that it did have the addition of some new cards. Go Blank is it's a mind rot with some upside. The fact that you get to exile your opponent's graveyard is not totally irrelevant in Pioneer. In fact, one of the best decks in the format is actually Is It Phoenix. So this card is pretty good. All in all, I'm not quite sure how good this deck is. I will say Waste Not is a lot better without the presence of Teferi, 3-mana Teferi, because you don't have to worry about losing a turn essentially to your opponent playing a Teferi, and then you have to replay your Waste Not and then subsequently take a turn off. So like I was saying the other day, enchantments are much more playable when you don't have the presence of a planeswalker that can bounce them and draw you a card. That seems to be like kind of like the closer. Inscription of Ruin. I'm gonna draw a blank on that one. Is that the black multi-kicker card? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Here's one. Yeah, this card's sweet. This card's really sweet, actually. I like this card a lot. If it didn't cost so much mana, I would definitely play it in this deck. Because, like, this card is totally better than Go Blank, except for the fact that you exile their graveyard, which is, like, extremely relevant in multiple formats, but like I said, in Pioneer, very relevant because of the presence of like Is It Phoenix, and there's other decks that utilize the graveyard too. The Go Blank is just like a much more mana efficient spell, but obviously I do like the options here. I do like that you get to choose. I just don't know how often you're going to be using the the kicker. Basically, it's not technically a multi-kicker, but that's a lot of mana to pay. But that being said, like, it's not terrible. I mean, you can return a Concealing Curtains. This was actually the card I was most excited about when I saw the new list. I was like, wow, this is sweet, because not only does it give you like an early game card to play, because one of the problems with this deck is your opponent can kind of overwhelm you if they get on the board too fast. Like, if they play just a bunch of big creatures early on and you don't have any way to stop them, then you're just going to end up dirtling around and sort of eating away at their hand, but they're just going to establish like a lot of board presence and you're just going to get run over. With a card like this, you can sort of like hold your own. Like, you can block while you sort of eat away at their hand, and then ideally you can establish like a planeswalker and still have this up as like a blocker to protect like a Liliana or like a Davriel. This card, not so much sure if it's a 4 of, but it does seem pretty good, especially as a top deck. Just pass up on one of those Concealing Curtain in a draft earlier today. Yeah, I don't know how good it is in a limited format. I mean, it does seem pretty decent. It depends on what your other picks are. I could easily see an uncommon being pickable over this. especially if it wasn't in your colors. I don't, like I said, I don't think this card is necessarily like super good. Like it's not something I would be super excited to draft, but it's definitely not something I would, if it was in my colors and like we're in like a pack 3 scenario or something like that, I could see picking it. But yeah, you probably weren't wrong to pass it. It doesn't seem that high impact in a limited format. All right, let's give this a shot. Let's see how bad this deck is. I think the last time I tried Ob Nixilis, like 5-mana Ob Nixilis, I could see it. Or are we talking, because there's been a bunch of like prints now. This is not my list. I mean, I edited the God, how do you spell Ob Nixilis? I'm gonna say Ob. This one's the one I was not thinking of actually. I was actually thinking of this one. Were you thinking of the Reignited? One that draws your card and kills a creature. There's a few others too. I mean, obviously we weren't talking about this one, right? He's pretty decent too, though. That one's a bomb. But yeah, I just wanted to stick with the stock list instead of like messing with it right off the bat, because I was worried that like I just make it worse, right? Like if I've never played the deck before. But I did adjust the mana base. Like I included one of the new man lands because it seemed like too good not to play. In the blind, like I think this is all right. I actually don't know what the like hands look like that you're like supposed to keep with this deck, but I'm assuming anything with like lands and relevant spells is good. The first one, okay, so the one with just minus abilities, it could be good. Like you do have some wiggle room with core cards, I think, with this deck. Like you could easily cut like some of the mind rots, whatever. I'm gonna play this untapped and just pass in case they play like a 1-mana creature. And then next turn, obviously, we're gonna look at establishing a waste knot. And blue-white. Interesting. Well, initially I was planning on just holding up mana for Murderous Rider, but I suppose I can Thoughtseize them. I don't know what counter magic I'm playing around, but here they draw a card. We could take the Detention Sphere, because they can Detention Sphere our Waste Knot. And then we draw a card. Thoughtseize them again, actually. What are the other modes here? They discard a land card. I mean, we can't make them discard a land card. Creature card. Those are a pretty good sequence of draws. I could see making them just discard the Teferi. Very strong. I mean, I know we haven't an answer to Teferi, but you know, this makes it to where I think they didn't cast the Asburious Charm there. They do have to still hit land drops and stuff. I mean, I think this is pretty good. I think this is overall like a pretty good matchup. This is kind of what we want. Alright, let's go ahead and establish Liliana. And we'll be looking to discard Fatal Push here. They won't have a lot of creatures. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I go through phases. I don't know about you, but like I go through phases sometimes where I'll like listen to like chill music, and then like other times I want to listen to something like heavy, like. But I typically don't listen to like metal or anything like that on stream unless I'm playing like D&D or something and we're in like a fight. But I haven't played D&D on stream in a while. But yeah, I try to listen to chill stuff because like I figured out that like my vibe when streaming is just like more chill overall. Let's discard a card. What does our ultimate do again? Can you reach a target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield? Okay, so discard here. Probably just discard power word kill. That's a good call. Maybe we should have left one red untapped. Alright, they dig through time. I'm assuming they're going to want to counter this. Question is, I don't really know what. I know they play like some of the counter spells that can also come into play as lands. But I think that one is like counter unless your opponent plays phase 1, so that wouldn't work. It could also just be digging for like more card selection because they don't want to, you know, obviously the more cards they have in their hand, the more they can choose like what cards aren't a priority. And you know, Go Blank, of course, exiles their graveyard, which is another point that I was making about how good Go Blank is. I feel pretty comfortable with this. Sure. We just make them discard the card, right? Damn, if this isn't coming to play untapped. If it came into play untapped, that would be nice, right? Be able to play out our Liliana. Alright. They're gonna make a 1/1 here. I mean, they could scry as well. We just start attacking. We'll hold up Murderous Rider. I don't much mind them like dealing 2 damage to Liliana. I mainly care about like a top deck Planeswalker or something, which luckily for us they're just top deck lands. And I could block with a 5, but rather just cast a Swift in here, and then next turn we can just cast Murderous Rider. I have an option here. I mean, I can discard the other Murderous Rider, or I can discard Power Word Kill. I'm gonna discard the kill. I know it's more mana efficient to keep that one in hand, but if they do top deck a Teferi or something, I want to have an answer for that. They're gonna try. And I feel like that would be like the perfect card for them, right? If they're looking for any card, they're probably looking for Teferi or Dig Through Time. That would be the other card. That would be our set. Get a review. Teferi. Yeah, see what I mean? We don't have a super efficient way of dealing with both these planeswalkers, unfortunately. I could, plus on the Lily, discard Cruxa, kill Narset probably. Narset allows them for more card advantage, but I'm just gonna do this. I'll take the life loss. It just says -6, right? Yeah.
And look at the sweet prize I won.
Richard, what up, dude? Appreciate the follow, man. Richard's super cool, dude. I'm not gonna say where you're from. I don't want to dox you. Sorry, I almost said that. Thanks for stopping by, man. I don't know if I care about killing this thing or not. I'm just gonna plus here. I'm even lower on life. And then next turn they're facing lethal. If they don't deal with Liliana, if they play out their hand, they're facing lethal. This is exactly the matchup like you want though. And then in the sideboard, I believe that you just bring in like what we have, Duress. We could probably take out the Fatal Pushes. Make room for like, I don't know if we want to bring in Soul Guide Lantern or not, if that's a card I'm interested in. Probably not. Saw Waste Not in the title and had to check it out. Hope all is well, buddy. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, man. Yeah, I figured the Waste Not clickbait would be enough to entice people to come in. Because everybody loves Waste Not, right? Speaking of Waste Not, so we have an opportunity here. We can play the Waste Not. I think playing the Waste Not is better than just playing the Cruxa. So let's do that. Let's play Waste Not here. See if it gets countered or not. And then we can play our Murderous Rider, of course. Opponent does have us pretty low. I mean, we pretty much made ourselves low for the most part. Gonna draw 2 cards here. Okay. We can kill the Teferi. And we would go down to 3. Does worry me a little bit. We're getting relatively low, and they do have 2 creatures out. Maybe we just play the Murderous Rider. Oh, they might counter it. Oh, and they gain the life. Okay. Pretty good. Well, whatever we were going to play was going to get absorbed there, so... Okay. Not me, I'm assuming. Oh, one going at Liliana, so we can't ultimate. That makes sense. Alright, well, we're gonna plus first. That's a castle lock thing. So they're gonna have 4 damage next turn. We could minus. Minus, right? That's plus. And card the king. Good choice, good choice. So if we Murderous Rider, kill the Teferi, lose 2 life, we go to 2. They'll have 4 damage out. We would have blockers. We have 4, 6, 8, 9 mana. Go 3, 3, 1, and we'd be safe unless they have a bounce spell. And we can actually flip. Wait, no, we can't flip it on their upkeep. Yeah, let's do that. I know it's risky, but so we're dead to like a removal spell top deck or a bounce spell. We'll see. Maybe I was a little greedy on like the discards. I could easily have killed like some of these tokens. Good on them for, you know, recognizing a line though, and picking that line and sticking with it. I think a lot of people would have played this a little bit differently, but they identified a way or put them in this position. Alright, they're gonna scry on upkeep because obviously this draw means a lot. Sorry, I know this is annoying. Dog's freaking out, man. What is he freaking out about? Alright, they put 1 card on top, 1 card on the bottom. Interested what card they put on top. Obviously, we have no hand, so whatever they play is like, it is what it is. Oh, shit, sorry. That's the deck, in case you were wondering. I do need to upload it on Stream Decker. I'll probably do that in a little bit. We're gonna block. These are all coming at me, so we'll just block. I'm assuming. All right. Okay. I was like, I was confused for a second there. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. So, this card's very good against them. In fact, our Fatal Pushes just straight up come out, and Power Word Kill probably does too. I think Noxious Grasp pretty much hits it all. And then we will bring in Duress as a 4 of. In terms of what cards to also take out, I mean, pretty much everything is good. I think Concealing Curtains is a little slow. We can probably take that one out. I like Rankle in this matchup. And I kind of like K Command too. Probably do that. And yeah, just go like that. I mean, I don't like bringing a Soul Guide Lantern against a deck that really doesn't care about the graveyard all too much. Obviously, they have Dig Through Time, but you know, that's just kind of a concession that I'm gonna make, that they have, you know, 2 or 3 Dig Through Times. Hopefully I can catch it before they get to cast it, but you know, Fatal Push is the easy cut. I think Power Word Kill is probably easy cut. Like I said, Noxious Grasp, pretty much both of those cards, but better in this matchup. And then as far as the Rankle is concerned, you know, he can hit a Planeswalker, he can, he's just an annoying, kind of persistent threat. And I think our opponent didn't really see any threats out of our deck, so it's possible that he's good here. It's also quite possible that I shouldn't bring in Rankle and I should keep into Concealing Curtains, but this is the plan I'm going to go with. Plus, Rankle is cool because, like, you can make your opponent, in this deck, you can make your opponent, like, draw a card if they're Hellbent. And then if you have a discard card in your hand, you can make them discard that card in the same turn, provided it's not instant, of course. The card that they draw, I mean. But yeah, I agree, Kyle, I think, or Richard, I think it's good too. I think this is what I would consider a good matchup. The deck I would be afraid to play with this deck is any kind of deck that's like mid-rangey, like something that can, or burn, something that can establish an early board presence and sort of do that before I'm able to like rip apart their hand. I don't think I'm supposed to save Thoughtseize for after Waste Not. I think I'm supposed to just use it. But this hand looks great. Obviously, we're planning to Waste Not next turn. Portable Hole answers Waste Not. Glorious Charm doesn't really do much. Take the Portable Hole. It answers pretty much everything in my hand. Well, actually, no, sorry. Portable Hole is 2 or less, right? Yeah, so it literally just answers the Waste, but still, that's annoying. This. They do play, looks like a good 7. Yeah, I agree. They do play some other spells to get rid of Waste Not as well. There's Portable Hole. We can actually get that out of their hand. This seems pretty good, right? Oh shit, we don't get to draw cards because of Narset. Oh fuck. Always forget about that. Damn you, Narset. Alright, opponents are Dig Through Time. I don't know why you would talk here. There's not really a reason to think. Alright, so we're priced into playing into this Absorb because I have to get it out of their hand one way or another. And obviously I have more relevant spells to play next turn. I'll be interested to see if they slam another Narset here, or if they just leave up mana for dig through time. I gotta assume it's probably dig. Land and dig, I'm just... Play Rankle here. We'll just kill Narset. It's not like I'm gonna get value out of them discarding a card anyway. So they will dig through time. It's gonna be a close one. I don't know. With this kind of draw from them, it's gonna be. I mean, it's pretty much a back and forth to see who can stabilize quicker. And we have the means to. I could have established a Liliana there too. Either way, it's the same. Like, they're basically looking for a 5-mana Teferi here, in my opinion, anyway. We'll see. They could also just be looking for like a land, an absorb. That way they can play Narset and they can have absorb up. But that doesn't seem amazing. There's Narset. One Narset anyway. I wonder if they'll cycle that. Let's try to kill this first. Interesting. Puts it on top. Okay, I thought so. They did find a Teferi, which is pretty good. Dark Typhoon's good too. That would give them a creature to play. I know it's not Narset, so it's between Shark Typhoon and Teferi, honestly. Pick the Shark Typhoon. Sucks that I can't draw cards. We would be smoking them. Absolutely smoking them if this Narset wasn't out. Interesting. Okay. I'm down with that. And we know we're gonna draw Rankle. Did they miss? They missed. It happens. Alright, they chose to shuffle our Rankle away, sad face. I'll just get a swamp. I'm assuming this Teferi is just gonna bounce our Liliana. Yeah. Not a bad draw. Wasn't for this damn Narset, man. Need that thing gone. Hey, true 3 Narcissist, exactly, dude. Exactly. This hand was so good without that kind of effect, right? Like, without that static ability. Because you imagine how many cards we would have drawn at this point. We've drawn so many fucking cards. Now we're gonna draw Liliana. Gotta imagine probably gonna get count. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the next game. I think they've pretty much established enough of a board state here to where we can't really come back from it. I'm reconsidering this concealed curtain. Maybe it's pretty decent. I don't know. As just like an additional threat to get rid of these planeswalkers and stuff. Basically a 3 mana spell that you like pay for later. Yeah, I don't know. We'll keep it the way it is. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much negated the waste not, right? Because then they can just discard non-land cards all day, and like with no you know, additional effects or anything like that. Like they just get to discard non-lands and never have to worry about anything. But it's all right. This hand's a little slow, but I'll keep it. Guarded and absorbed. Interesting. Let's play that. Oh, okay. I say don't spell pierce me, bro. Here they probably have another absorb because they discarded one earlier. assuming this does dig through time. Well, they only get to keep one of them. Or they just get to keep. Alright, well, next turn, play Liliana. Oh. Now, if they counter this, we can simply bring back Cruxa, so... Assuming this is what's gonna get countered, if anything. Memory Deluge. They're looking for another veto. Actually minus on this. Wanted to. I'm gonna plus. I value the cards in their hand more than the creature. Yeah, I figured in there. Okay. That would be much better with fetch lands, I must say. Alright, there's detentions here. We need one more card in our graveyard. Oh, God. There it is. Found Absorb. That's good. We won't draw a card, unfortunately. However, you get to play our Cruxa, so that's kind of nice. I'm not too optimistic about how this is going to play out, though, because with that Narset out, I basically have to deal with it, like, as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to come back in this game. If they get rid of Cruxa somehow, like, this game gets infinitely worse for me. And it's weird that they, I don't know. I mean, they considered there, but they have Memory Deluge in their graveyard. Yeah, it's pretty important that they keep that alive. Well, that's not what I was looking for. K command would have been like the draw there that I was kind of going for, so assuming they're gonna Field of Ruin my Castle Lockbane. Another Narset. They're made of Narsets. Matters. Azorius. I need to get that out of their hand fast. Okay. Up here. I mean, if I attack, they just put it on top of my library, right? Kind of screwed here. Yeah, Narset surprisingly good against me. Now I gotta beat an Absorb and an Azorius Charm. And that's just the cards we know about. Right. Forgot about that. Yeah, so maybe this is a matchup that I need to bring in Soul God Lantern. I wasn't really considering like the value of that card until now. I sort of realized like how impactful it can be. That's annoying. Count number 1,000,000 of cards that we would have drawn off of Waste Not had it not been for Narset. And we do have answers for Narset. We just haven't drawn one of our 4. Well, really, like one of our many answers to that card. Like, could have drawn a Murderous Rider, could have drawn a Culligan's Command. What else is there? One of the man lands would have been sufficient enough to get in damage. There's quite a few things. Yeah, I think I'm pretty screwed here. Yeah, let's just go to the next one. Yeah, Narset pretty good against me, as it turns out. But it definitely showed the deck is quite powerful. It just very susceptible to hate, like in that scenario. I figured like blue-white would be a good matchup, but with that much card advantage, I think one of my biggest mistakes, and I'm a huge advocate for like acknowledging mistakes. Like, don't beat yourself up, but like for me personally, I'm always gonna admit like when maybe I misevaluated something. I think the Soul Guide Lantern does matter there. Initially I was thinking like this was for like dedicated graveyard decks, but the reality is I think it is I think it's fine against blue white control. It can, you can obviously cycle it, or the fact that you exile your opponent's graveyard in a situation where like, they might be building up for a dig through time, but it also exiles that flashback, the card that replaced Fact or Fiction. I forget what it's called. Thoughts on Arthur Smith? I think Arthur Smith is a good coach. I think he's one of the better coaches that the Falcons have had for a while. I think that he has a lot of adjustments to make, and we'll really get to see, whether or not he's worth it in the next few years. But I'm not one of those like knee-jerk reactionaries that think that like a head coach is supposed to fix all a team's problems in 1 year. So I'm down to give, not that I have a choice, but I'm down to give Arthur Smith a chance for the next few years to see how he does with the team. And Dean Pease is a good defensive coordinator, so like you don't have to question that. Luckily, he's got a track record to prove it. So all in all, like the staff of the team, I'm satisfied with, but I do want to see what they are able to do like in the next few years or so. And as far as Matt Ryan is concerned, our fan base is really split on Matt Ryan. The Falcons fan base is like, on one side of the fence, you have people who absolutely fucking hate Matt Ryan. They will trash him at any chance they possibly get. They blame him for our Super Bowl loss. They blame him for pretty much every loss that we'll ever have. And they think he's like obviously old and washed up and stuff like that. I kind of like, so I don't think Matt Ryan is like the issue that the Falcons have personally. I think the Falcons have some pretty big issues, and not many of them kind of fall on Matt Ryan. I think we have a very bad offensive line. I think we lack a lot of depth now. It certainly didn't help losing Calvin Ridley like halfway through the season to like personal matters and stuff. And yeah, just all around, like we kind of lack depth. Now, one thing I will criticize Matt Ryan for is cap space. I think he's like the 6th highest paid quarterback in the NFL. And with a team that lacks like talent right now and depth, I think that's like pretty unacceptable. You got to give back to your team a little bit if you want a winning team. And can't really complain about getting sacked. Like I think he's the 3rd highest sacked quarterback in the NFL right now, 3rd or 4th or something. Can't really complain about getting sacked, not that he has, if you're soaking up all the cap space in the team. And he's readjusted his contract and stuff like that, but I guess my main point is, like, if anything, like, I would criticize him for being overpaid. But that's about it. I think he's fine. I mean, I do think we are going to need a quarterback within the next few years. I definitely think that's inevitable. I think we take Sylvan Carrier to here. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Hopefully hopefully they draft good. We definitely have some time with them. I know teams have been looking at trading for him, but I don't know really why. Because like Pittsburgh was looking at Matt Ryan, I heard, and like, okay, so you're gonna trade your old washed up quarterback for an old quarterback who will inevitably be washed up and is gonna cost you a ton of money. Like I mean it would immediately make them contenders. Oh great, they drew one. But I just don't see why they would do that personally. But who knows? Maybe Matt Ryan would be really good on another team. He is a good quarterback. I mean, people discredit him a lot, but I do think he is a good quarterback. I think a lot of his the hate for him comes from the fact that he stays in the pocket while under pressure, but like he really doesn't have a choice. They need to put money in the line. Fitz and Patterson did a great job. Do you take one? You take one in the second or third? That's a good question. I honestly have no idea, but I agree with you that like Kyle Pitts and Cordarrelle Patterson like did amazing. See, that's the thing. Like, I look at it like there was a lot of really good things that I saw this year that I'm happy about, and there's a lot of bad things that I hope gets fixed. You know, it just depends on like perspective, I guess. And if I'm being like glass half full, optimistic, like hopefully things improve, but you know, there's a lot of good things about the team to be happy about. This isn't gonna kill Omnath, so I believe I just have to kill him. This Murderous Rider. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna go and get Niv Mizzet off of this. Niv Mizzet Reborn. Pretty sure this is Bring to Light Niv. But yeah, I would definitely be looking at linemen like in the like first round, just as soon as you can, just pick up somebody who's good. Like, but as far as like as far as quarterbacks go, like I would like to get a quarterback before Matt Ryan leaves, but I know the cap space probably isn't going to allow it. Oh, they just have. Well, that sucks. That I used Murderous Rider because I was being mana efficient. Alright, so they picked Vanishing Verse, Knight of Autumn, and Bring to Light. Good. Oh, we know they have another Bring to Light in their hand. Yeah, that's the thing too, is we never really got to exile their graveyard last game either. Nullify the dig through times. So a lot of key things happened that last game that, you know, sort of prevented us from going off. Alright, what'd they discard? Knight of Autumn and Vanishing Verse. This is gonna be a tough game. Them drawing that Sylvan Caryatid after I made them discard one was so huge. Was so big. QB class coming out this year isn't the greatest. Ryan has a couple of good ones left, but his salary, like you said, is high. I can see him being a journeyman QB like Fitzpatrick to end his career off. Yeah, we'll have to see, man. But I agree with all those things. I think you're right. And like, as far as the Saints go, like they're sort of in a weird situation like us. Like Saints went from being like a contender to like, well, I mean, we weren't a contender, but like you guys went from being like a contender with still a great defense to like having these QB woes that you guys have, which we don't have QB woes, but like it's the thing, like it's like a good team that's just missing like a few key things. And I feel like that's really important. Oh my god, I'm getting smoked here. Fortunately, I'm gonna die to this visit soon. I think Russ goes to New Orleans. I'm a Cowboy fan. I think New Orleans is a great top 5D, just not QB. Okay, I couldn't remember if you were, you know, Shreveport's like just split between like Cowboys and Saints fans. But yeah, one thing I will say about Dallas that I've pretty much told everybody is like Dallas. I mean, people hate on Dallas. I don't really hate Dallas because I don't really have a reason to. I'm being from Georgia. They're not our rivals, and quite frankly, we never really see Dallas fans. But like, the thing I'll say about Dallas is that Dallas is an example. Like, people can hate Dallas all they want, but Dallas has made noticeable improvements to their team year over year. That, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Like, it speaks for itself. It's not to say that Dallas doesn't have its flaws. Like, what team doesn't? But like, I don't know. I mean, they're a real Super Bowl contender this year, and that says a lot about them. All right, so Power Word Kill is out. I think this is yet another matchup where we can cut the fatal pushes. Bring in the Noxious Grasps. Probably bring in Duress. Again, like Concealed Curtains. Not blocking anything. I honestly, oddly enough, I feel like we kind of sideboard the same as last time. Anger of the Gods can kill what's his face? The 2-mana card. I forget what it's called. I don't care. It can kill the Mana Dork is what I mean. But Fatal Push obviously ain't doing it. Yeah, I mean, we just need to draw better. Split between two good teams, yeah. Yep. I hate the damn Saints. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, being an Atlanta fan, like, obviously they hate me too, so it is what it is. But they're a good team. I mean, like I always say, like it's all with love. It's a fucking game. Yeah, Sylvan Carry. It's a damn game. But when we play them, it's a different story. Like there's a different type of energy in our games for sure. That goes for any rivals, right? Like it's probably the same when you guys play like the Eagles, or when you guys play Washington. It's the same kind of thing, you know. But yep, I mean, Elliott's doing good this year. Dak's doing good this year. Y'all's defense is playing better than. I mean, I might be wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure y'all's defense playing better than they have been these past couple of years. I mean, all in all, it just seems like the team doing better, and that's what I'm saying. Like noticeable improvement. Like obviously, you get rid of Jason Garrett, and like good things start happening, right? Of course, dude. Of course, I saw that. That was wild. That was some wild shit. I don't know. Like I've heard so many different stories on why that was. Yeah, that's right. I forgot Dan Quinn went to you guys. That's funny. Dan Quinn's not a bad coach. Don't think he's head coach material. I really don't. But he was a defensive coordinator with Seattle. Now he's a defensive coordinator again. I think that's probably where he belongs. I just didn't. I wish, obviously, hindsight's 2020, right? But God, every single day, I wish we would have just made Kyle Shanahan the head coach. I know there's no way that was ever going to happen. Yeah, exactly. Great coach, not a head coach. It takes, I mean, a special type of person to be a head coach, but I agree. 100% I agree. This is kind of a slow start. I'm a little bit worried. This is yet another deck we're playing against that like has the capability of drawing lots of cards in one turn. Shanahan is good. I'm always salty when I see like the 49ers doing well, because like I'm like, man, what could have been, you know? So we discard like Murderous Rider and Liliana. Get back Murderous Rider. Oh wait, we had to exile our graveyard. What a dumbass, dude. What a dumbass I am. Oh, why? Had it all lined up. I forgot that spell. It's the whole reason why that spell is played, is because it exiles people's graveyard. Yeah, Shanahan's a good coach. He definitely played his role in helping us lose that Super Bowl, but I mean, everybody makes mistakes. That was not on one singular person, that's for sure. Everybody wants to dissect it and talk about, you know, who actually, you know, lost the Super Bowl, who blew it, you know, like everybody. The answer is everybody. Everybody on the team. Not one single person that it falls on. But it's all good. Damn. Rip. Open forward, just hit land drops. Keep playing them. Yeah, that was unfortunate, and I mean, I speak pretty openly about this, but as someone who like also suffers from, you know, the same type of stuff, like I understand. You know, I think the vast majority of our fan base understands, which actually fucking surprised, given how ignorant Georgia fans can be. But there's some things that are bigger than football. I agree. Hopefully he gets the help he needs and comes back better for it. You know, that's the best thing we can hope for. I think I just Noxious Grasp here. The question is which one. Blood Baron is going to get bigger if they have 30 life, but that, and then draw a card. Still not out of it, but they've been playing some pretty impactful cards. That's the thing about this Niv Mizzet deck that I love about Niv Mizzet decks is like if you play against any mid-range deck at all, you're probably favored because you just have so much card advantage and you just go bigger than everyone else, and like you literally get access to Bring to Light and go dig for the best card in your deck. And the fact that you can go get Valky off of Bring to Light is fucking incredible. I could make them discard their last card here, and maybe I should, but I'll decide if I want to do it next turn. Do the Young Thoughtseize. They didn't put... Why didn't they put fucking Gigantha in their hand if they had the opportunity to? If they've got nothing in their hand, why wouldn't they? Guess I'm the dumb one. Hopefully it's not an instant speed spell. Another Fabled Passage. now they get to play Gigantha. I guess it makes sense for them to just wait until the following turn. In retrospect. One for the... I don't know what my possible out is. Yeah, that ain't it. Alright, we'll play one more match with this deck. We'll basically play till we lose. If we lose, then I'm gonna actually play like a decent deck, because we're getting fucking smushed. I've got another deck on the lineup. It's a mono red Obosh list that should be better. It plays some of the new cards. It plays the new 3-mana Chandra, which I feel like is pretty good. But overall, it's just an aggro deck. What it boils down to. I've been working on some brews in Pioneer. I've been messing around with some things. I haven't really found anything like worth playing. My go-to was like Fire's Super Friends, which I know you can't see all the lists, but I've been working on. And I don't know, like, it's a work in progress. I'm always changing this list because, you know, with an 80 card deck that plays Fires of Invention and a Wish sideboard, you can literally change it 100,000 ways. But yeah, I'm always messing with new lists, and there's a lot out there. A lot of this is old, and not viable anymore. This was something I was actually sorry. No, this is Wafa Tapa's list. I was playing this the other day and doing fucking horrible with it. So we won't talk about that. Luckily, I got a 5-0 later in the day, so I felt a little bit better. I don't even remember what the fuck this is. Oh, it's Soul Flare.
Keep up the great content.
Appreciate the... Oh, man, I appreciate it, Richard. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, there's just so many other decks out there. This deck was cool. This is like a really popular combo deck in the format right now, actually, in Pioneer. Speaking of Pioneer, Pioneer is actually really fucking good. I wish it got more exposure than it does. I have not played Pioneer in quite a while. The last time I did anything in Pioneer, it was literally creating this deck, which is still being played to this day. Obviously different iterations of it. Yeah, man. If you're heading out, take it easy, dude. It was good talking to you as well. Feel free to swing by anytime. I'm always I'm streaming pretty much the same times every day. Every weekday. All right, we're keeping this. Fuck it. Play these lands tapped all day. Played these tap lands all day long. I got nothing to lose now. We're in the O2 bracket. We're in the O2 bracket. We got nothing to lose. Yeah, like I said, if this doesn't go well, we'll drop this league. We'll play a better deck. We'll do better. And we'll never speak of this deck again. We'll put it in the box of bad decks that will never be spoken of again. But yeah, I mean, Pioneer, very balanced, obviously. I don't hate Ragavan for the other Eternal formats, but there's no presence of Ragavan. You know, I think that card is more detrimental to Legacy than anything. I actually think it's good for Modern. But you don't have to worry about that. It's not like Modern has become like Legacy Light. We've been saying this for years. That was WotC's intention with Modern to begin with. And Pioneer was supposed to be, I don't know what the fuck Pioneer is supposed to be anymore, so don't ask me that, but Pioneer was supposed to be the answer for the power creep in Modern, because they realized that not only is Modern getting way more expensive, it's the most expensive it's ever been in history, by the way. Not only is Modern getting more expensive, it's also getting a lot more powerful, a lot more streamlined. The decks are becoming a lot more efficient. So it's essentially Legacy Light at this point, right? You don't have force of will, but you have, you know, force of negation and you know, all these other free spells that you're seeing in the format: Fury, Solitude, Grief. etc. Hyper efficient creatures like Ragavan, Omnath. You know, you get my idea. Pioneer was supposed to be like, okay, here's a format that's slower paced, still very powerful. It's not quite standard. It's more powerful than standard, but it's inexpensive, and you know, well, at a certain point, decks were winning on turn 4. You can't really do that anymore, but you can get pretty close with some of the combo decks in the format. Actually, that's not true. You can win on turn 4 in Pioneer, I think. Hidden Strings deck. My point is, it was supposed to be like a much more easier entry to an Eternal format, if you will. But it seems like WotC has kind of forgotten about it. Pioneer was created in 2019. They had their first ban list in, I think, 3 months after that. And then after that, it was like radio silence for a while. And they occasionally drop stuff on Pioneer. But like for the most part, you know, the format doesn't really need to be tampered with at all. It doesn't need to be changed or anything. It's healthy, like I said. But I just wish it got more support. I wish it got more coverage. I wish a lot of Magic got more coverage. Our opponent is disconnected, so we're going to talk for a little bit longer. We might get a freebie here. But yeah, I mean, I stopped playing Pioneer about a year ago. I mean, I kind of stopped playing Magic for a while after COVID. I picked it up again, thankfully. But I left it, and it felt like it was in a good state, but it needed some changes. They banned some cards. Pioneer got a lot better. Then I just didn't hear anything for a while, and it just seems like the format has really just kind of fallen off. What's up, Eric? How's it going? We are playing some black-red discard, and we're getting smoked, but our opponent's disconnected, so maybe we might win one. Is this... Hold on. Real? Real life? No. No way. I saw Helm of Obedience. That card's not legal, right? Trippin', dude. I was about to say, did Helm of Obedience catch a reprint? Because I'll play some fucking Helm combo in Pioneer. I'll play Helm of Obedience and fucking rest in peace. It's rolling. We're getting rolled. We're getting fucking rolled like the fucking Pillsbury Doughboy over here. Obsidat is legal. Obsidat is legal in Pioneer. Saw it in a build and I linked it in my list. Did you send me a list? I just realized Richard's name is huge. Hang on one second. I gotta fix that. Luckily, we got time. Whoops. Yeah, Obsidat is legal. Sweet card. Obviously, love me some Obsidat. Fucking amateur streamer, man. Editing shit during a stream. It's not complete, but just tinkering with the idea of Teferi bounce. Armor Prince of Dorian. Now you're not talking about 3 mana Teferi, are you? You might have made the same mistake I did. Alright, so the Fairy Time Raveler is banned in Pioneer. I know that sounds weird, but I love it actually. But yeah, it makes... I didn't know this myself actually. I actually tried to rent one, and I was wondering why I couldn't upload the deck. It was because he's banned. Yeah, it's weird. It's some weird cards are banned in Pioneer. So like you got Green Mana Teferi is one, and then the other one that's kind of weird is Veil of Summer is banned in Pioneer. Don't ask me why Veil of Summer is banned, by the way. It makes no goddamn sense. No goddamn sense whatsoever why that card is banned. That's like on the same level as like banning Wild Nacatl. It doesn't make any sense. 5 mana is legal, yes. It sees lots of play for obvious reasons. It's incredibly good. It looks like we're actually going to win this one. Unfortunately, we have to wait until our opponent essentially times out. Oh, because it's 5 mana, you know, it's like it gives you enough time. I guess it's more fair, right? It gives you more time to answer it or to prepare for it, or like 5 mana Teferi looks rather pathetic in the face of like, I don't know, 5 red creatures when you're at 4 life, right? So I guess that's kind of the thought process. But also, like, I think about how intrusive 3 mana Teferi can be. I mean, the fact that it nerfs your counter spells, but also like makes every single enchantment bad, basically. Yay, we won a match. Yay, we won. So good, dude. Smoked that guy. Absolutely wrecked. In Historic, 5 mana Teferi means game. I'll be honest with you, I don't know jack shit about Historic. That's one of those formats where I was just like, yep, not playing that one. I was probably a little salty about the fact that they kind of ditched Pioneer a little bit for it. But I can see why that might be a thing. Alright, we'll keep this even though our lands are coming into play tapped. Hopefully we draw an untapped land. Oh, I see. Now the real question is, kill the Elvish Reclaimer or do we Thoughtseize? I think the answer is Thoughtseize, because I'm more worried about a Collected Company, which they can play a land and cast next turn. Okay. There's Coco. There's Mayhem Devil. Take the Collected Company. They land and pass. Looking into Mono Green Ramp as well with Worldbreaker and Ugins. That could be a thing. We're talking Pioneer, right? Unfortunately, you're going to take a damage from that. I didn't sacrifice it once. This does sacrifice, right? No, it doesn't. Okay. How much I remember what cards do. I feel like they have a Collected Company. I hate when I'm right. Alright, Mayhem double. This for 5, 7. Mayhem double's by far the worst card on the board right now. Priest is pretty bad too. This is definitely a matchup where our Anger of the Gods is going to shine, though. But I definitely think we've lost this game. At me. Yep. Seems good, man. Card was. Alright. Simple. And the Anger. Want to cut some of those. Noxious Grasp. Some of their creatures, not all of their creatures. It could be decent. This is good. I basically think like probably just cut the dad reels. Can't really see myself like being able to protect them very well. Probably cut a couple of Cruxes. Bring in some Noxious Grasps. I cut like. And we're basically just gonna play the control deck in the K command. Maybe we cut another Lily. Liliana does kill stuff. That's the thing. It's like she is good at killing stuff. I just don't know if like Rankle is worth it. Probably not, right? Rankle's done. Because if they have the ability to sacrifice whatever, then they're just going to sacrifice like an Eldrazi Scion token or an Elvish Mystic or something that doesn't matter. Might seem a little weird, but I'm basically just gonna slow them down. Bolus's motherfucking Citadel. Alright, fam. Rest of their hands sucks. Alright, white as much. Goddamn cards. I think this game we should be okay. Yep. They'll be able to kill our revealing eye too, but we kill everything in their hand. I see their hand. We kill everything on the battlefield. Alright, let's see how good their top decks are. Pretty good, apparently. Out. We do have removal. We do have ways to kill these creatures and stuff. That on the stack, we're gonna get Corvald. Don't want them to go off essentially. But these are some pretty outrageous top decks here. Basically putting me in another spot where I need another Anger of the Gods. No lands, huh? No, another Coco, because, you know, like, aren't like, you know, the best series of draws. None of that. Without even scrying too, by the way. Didn't even need to scry. Didn't need to tap Bolus' Citadel at all up until this point. Nope, just two Cocos, Corvald. And like, it's kind of one of those situations where you like, could you have stacked your deck better? You know, who knows? You know, if there was going to be a better sequence of draws there. Am I just dead? Lose 10 life, I take 3. Yeah, they strung together a series of plays that killed me in one turn based off of the top of their deck. Pretty insane. Alright, well, let's drop this deck. Pick up a better one. I also don't think the deck is very good. There's that. That was pretty crazy. I would rather my luck run out in that game than one that I actually really cared about. Mono green. Like mono green ramp. Just went on turn 4. I don't know if it'll be that easy. But we can try. Let's see, are there any good mono green? Are there any good mono green ramp decks already in Pioneer? Mono green ramp and Pioneer. There's already some decks that come up. Was on 30th of December. There's already a deck that already exists that's mono green. Okay, so there's that one. This one is okay, so it's pretty much the same, right? It's what people are playing. One plays Ren on 7. Also play. They all play Ren 7, or was not? Looks like this SCG. This person, SG Cyrus. Looks like they play this deck pretty frequently. They probably know what the fuck's going on. But all right. Arena export. That's cute. See. Do download mana traders, load. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I thought that deck would at least do a little bit better than that, but I mean, we just got smoked. Granted, I feel like the Niv Mizzet matchup was actually laughable. I mean, that one was pretty bad, but the blue-white control one was definitely winnable, the first matchup we played. But unfortunately, our opponent just, they had the, well, game 2, I feel like, was definitely a win for me. But they drew 3 Narsets, which is really good against Waste Not. Not a predicament I foresaw myself in. So, Pioneer. Oh wow, so it plays main deck Ratchet Pump. I guess it is mono green. Yeah, I remember this deck being legal. Oh wait, no, it doesn't play Ratchet Bomb main deck. It just put all of the cards in the main deck. That's stupid. Okay, well, I'll fix that in a second. Yeah, there was another mono green deck that surfaced like in standard like last year. People were calling it Tron, even though it's certainly not Tron, but it played Karn the Great Creator, and it was mono green. It seemed pretty sweet. But it wasn't very good. It had like a good weekend. And there were a few people that thought it was just like the fucking truth, but turns out it was just a pretender. Cool deck though. Very neat. Not something that I would necessarily play. I never tried to run it. Did they not give me? Okay, so basically everything. Oh, they didn't give me half of my fucking cards, basically. That's really cool. Really cool, mana traders. Love it. Alright, what else we got? Damping spheres. All on the side. Oh, they did give it to me. I just need to update. Okay, I was about to say. Sorry, mana traders. Please forgive me. Please forgive. Oh, wait, hang on. Fucked up. Boo, boo, boo. I can't play with these bitch ass forests. Alright, we de-bitchified our forests. Beers. What about them? Are you saying when they were in the main deck? I'm just catching that. The Mirrodin ones? The Mirrodin lands? I don't know. I use the Guru lands. I'm too broke to use them in real life. I saw somebody had foil Guru lands. Not real, obviously, on Moto. I was like, that's some fucking Magic Online shit right there. I wish I could afford Guru lands, maybe one day. Alright, let's roll. Yeah, we can't keep this hand. Because yeah, we're missing forest. Keep this one and I guess toss back the Yugen. Because this deck is pretty simple. Like I think you just basically want to keep your I mean you would probably know better than me, Eric, but like you basically just keep your ramp spells. I mean, not dissimilar to any ramp deck. You just want to keep your ramp spells and then basically toss out your cards that you're actually paying off with. Yep. I take Bond of Flourishing, I'm assuming. Sanctum, yeah. Oh, I forgot to change the title of the stream. Let's see. Yeah. Well, they took Cultivate. I guess makes. Like Razor here. Sure, you got it, dude. Killed the shit out of him. Rip. Although I guess it's not terrible. Oh, that's a cool Haunted Ridge. What? What are you doing? Spell mastery, bro. Still a goose? Ugin. 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 What other cards am I playing that are good for me to get? I mean, really, we had so many wild, good top decks. We can't even play Ugin, right? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Unless he kills Elvish Mystic. Did not do. Doesn't respect the Ugin. Basically, we just have to top deck a win con. Why would you not do that in my draw step? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, son? For what purpose? Is there any planeswalker that I want to protect? Is there any reason I shouldn't block with this? Not really, right? Ugin can protect himself. Glad my opponent is so graciously trying to give me the win. But it's okay. We'll just perpetually draw lands. Come on, deck. Okay. Cavalier of Thorns is not nothing. They just have me here. Pretty sure they do. With too much. Okay. Do you think we have a pretty good matchup here? We just have to basically not die. Bring in the Emrakul. This is a matchup where Elvish Mystic is a lot worse. But I don't really think that I care to take much out. I mean, like, thing is, like, Elvish Mystic isn't great, but it's still ramp, and they might cut a lot of their removal. I don't think... Is this a matchup where Ratchet Bomb is decent? Like, we could cut 4 Elvish Mystics and bring in, like, Ratchet Bombs. I don't think World Breaker is particularly good here, but it's decent. I mean, it can destroy one of their lands. It's kind of whatever. I don't really know what they're playing. I feel like it's just some random black-red deck. Oh no, I see what they're playing now. Yeah, they're playing like the typical... They bring in like Go Blank, Bedevil, stuff like that. Duress probably. Let's just cut like a Mystic. I don't know. I feel like I should just win this matchup, honestly. We'll give that a shot and see how that goes. Could be. The thing is, I think my opponent is going to bring in like Duress and stuff like that, and what they're going to do is they're going to cut all their small ball removal. I think anyway. I mean, I don't really know what my opponent's going to do. They kind of played really loose the last game. Who knows? Alright. Off to a really good start here. Yeah, no, absolutely. We just whiffed too many turns. Like that's one of the downsides of ramp is that you can just run in situations like that. You can also draw your payoffs and not your ramp. Have to mull to like a 5 or something like that. There's a few different issues that ramp decks can run into. Seven. Hopefully I don't play, what's it called? Make me discard 2 cards. That would suck. Oh no, they're doing it. Okay. Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing it just in case they have like a way to kill it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth getting in the 1 damage. So I'm assuming they're gonna name Ugin the Spirit Dragon, because otherwise they just get absolutely wrecked, right? Yeah. And luckily, we have other cards in our deck to win the game. And we do get a zombie. Alright, Lair of the Hydra. Captain Fatal Push. Alright, Captain Fatal Push against the ramp deck. Plays 4 targets. Alrighty. They did. A really cool art for Dreadbore. Let's see. Opted not to play it. Do they have something for 6 mana this turn? No, they do not. Alrighty. I have no earthly idea what my opponent... It's a May, right? May exile it if you do put a target card from your graveyard top of your library. So we don't really want any of these. I mean, we could get Lair of the Hydra. I don't think it's worth it. That's a good one. Fortunately, we can't activate it this turn. Draw. How much is it? 10, right? Yeah. Gets protection from, right? Yeah, she. Yeah, exactly, Eric. I didn't want to do it because it's not the card that I need. What I needed was like an Emrakul, basically. I might actually be able to kill my opponent this turn. Let's see, I shock this in, right? How do I do this? I could minus, I could play, go blank. I could shock, go to 15, fatal push. Alright. I've misplayed as much as I possibly could with my opponent's hand. They still lose, right? Yeah, they lose. Alright. I'm really good at misplaying. Don't ever underestimate my ability to misplay. Alright, so they're keeping in fatal pushes. Like, does that really change like how I wanna play this? I mean, I could bring in ratchet bombs. That's how they're gonna play it. But the thing about ratchet bomb, it's really bad against Kolaghan's command. What I could also do is just bring in like another threat. I think I'm just gonna do that. No, it's okay. I mean, like, there's two ways to do it, right? Either way, you probably win the game. I'd say this is keepable. Because if they thought seize me, then I just play Oath of Nissa or whatever. Hopefully we get a cultivate this turn. Maybe not. Play Oath of Nissa. Get a fucking Ugin, I guess. Any order. Although this is probably one you want to slow roll. You never know. Yeah, that was the hope. Didn't quite get there. Yep. This card's pretty good against opposing Emrakuls. Yep. I I would minus here if I were them, but they're stupid. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. They're not stupid. They're just they're learning. They're learning how to be an aggro deck against a ramp deck, and they still might win. So I mean, you know. Archer Veraska or Shrine of Forsaken Gods. Because I'm gonna play a land here, and I'm gonna play Nissa's Pilgrimage. Does double Shrine do anything for me? It gives me 9 mana on turn whatever instead of 8. Take the Shrine. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm about to make a big boy next turn. Uh-oh. Are they gonna take my Ugins? Are they gonna do the trick? Bloodthirsty Adversary. They're gonna Necro again. Go blank. Well, you attack first, right? But anyway. We have 9 mana. I'm actually considering playing the Ugin and just plussing. Because if I minus and kill Sorin, then they can just kill the Ugin. But they have to take an entire turn off to do so. What I'm really worried about though is this. So what I do is if I minus, let's say I'm -4, Ugin goes to 3. Next turn what they do is they play this, they kick it, go blank, right? Because that's how that works, right? And make me discard these two. I think I just have to plus targeting the this guy. Well, I guess alternatively, you can just go and get a World Breaker. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna plus. And then discard Discard Emrakul because I'm never playing it, really. I know, but the thing is, otherwise they can't really deal with this Ugin. They have to devote like everything they have to deal with Ugin, and even then it doesn't answer Ugin. See what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna make me discard 2 here, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, we discard 2, we still have a World Breaker in our graveyard, right? Oh, never mind. They make us exile it, but either way, he's just gonna go to 6. And now we just -4. God, if that came into play untapped, that'd be sweet. They are gonna Den of the Bugbear us. It's unfortunate. But, oh well. Why? Why? Why not just attack it with Den of the Bugbear? How big can I make this turn? Make it a 6/6. Yep. It really is unfortunate when you lose to someone who did not play very well. I mean, if anything, it's a testament to how good this deck is that they're playing. And again, nothing against the opponent. Like, I'm sure I didn't play very well either. I'm sure I could look back and maybe there's some things that I could have changed, but I don't think that I made any like blatant misplays, like what we saw from them. But I mean, hey, who's 0-1 and who's hypothetically 1-0, right? So joke's on me. But yeah, I mean, the deck felt good. Feels pretty strong. The threats were a little rough lining up with what they had. Like the graveyard, exiling the graveyard actually was really relevant in that game. I'll be right back, one sec. Oh, perfect timing. You know, I'm actually surprised this deck doesn't play red for Kozilek's return. Because that card's pretty good. I'll keep this one on good faith. Oh, it's burn. Air of the Hydra. I have no delusions that Elvish Mystic is gonna live, but at least it'll serve as a target for distraction. Yeah. Boarded with Kozilek's, yeah. I mean, it seems pretty good. Especially in a matchup like this. I remember playing Kozilek's Return in Temur Emerge, which was a deck for a little while in Pioneer when Uro was still legal. And it seemed pretty good in that deck. Well, they had 2 scries here. I'm gonna assume whatever they got is pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty sure I'm gonna live. Might even be dead as soon. We'll see. In the board, I definitely think this is a matchup where you bring in Ratchet Bombs for sure. Yikes. Is that it? Alright, so yeah, definitely bring in Ratchet Bombs, cut the Mystics. Bring it lower to the ground. Now they do play, I'm pretty sure they do play Eidolon. I'm not sure if that's a card that I want to bring in the Wilt for. Let's see. I just want to see if they do play it or not. Playing the de facto red deck. Yeah, they do play a full 4 of Eidolon, and in the sideboard they bring in Roiling Vortex. So I think Wilt is worth playing. Now what do we take out for Wilt? We have to basically be a little bit lower to the ground. I think this is a matchup where Emrakul is not really going to shine. But then again, I mean, maybe it could be deep. Because Emrakul could technically cost less log in some situation. So, really think about this. I mean, nothing says I have to bring in all 3 Wilts, but pretty sure that's what they're in the sideboard for. I know World Breaker isn't great, but it's like our best early threat. You know, I used early like kind of loose or whatever. I could see cutting like the Emrakul, like a couple of Oath of Nissas. Maybe Oath of Nissa is just worse because of Ratchet Bomb. But I do like that it digs for a threat. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go down to 1. This hand is kind of slow, but it does have a removal spell in it. So I'm gonna keep it. It curves out fine. Let's just put it that way. Like Oath of Nissa, I mean, to be fair, Oath of Nissa doesn't have to be on the battlefield. So I guess Oath of Nissa and Ratchet Bomb Nombo really doesn't matter because it's not like we're casting multicolored planeswalkers anyway. So I guess my initial thought process doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I just don't know what other cards I want to cut. I mean, I could easily cut like a couple Ugins. I could cut the Emrakul Promised End, but like part of me worries about like getting into a stalled board state and just not having any closers. You know what I mean? It's a very real thing that can happen against burn, against aggro, if you sideboard too heavy. Alright. Doing the thing. I also think a resolved Ugin is just like pretty much game for them in a lot of cases. Now at this point, I don't really care if they play a bunch of 1-drops or not. We could do Radiant Fountain, do Shrine. 6, 9, Shrine. Guess I could have also did Castle Garenbrig. Castle Garenbrig would have been like... we wouldn't have been. I think like we're not hurting enough to put in Radiant Fountain. Obviously they're gonna cast like a remove spell or something I'm totally fine with. Yeah, I'm like 100% with that. Let's bring in two Radiant. Can't cast Ulamog this turn, right? I'm not tripping. 6. No, yeah, we're 1 mana off. We'll cast him next turn. Pretty sure this is gonna get... Right. are they gonna actually? No. I messed up. How did I mess up? No, yeah, I was 1 mana shy of Ulamog. I was at 9 mana. Wondering if, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Trust me, I counted like twice in my head just to make sure. Cause yeah, Ulamog was like, if I had enough mana for Ulamog, I'm definitely casting Ulamog there. And sacrificing the Sanctum of Mugen and getting something. I mean, I don't know what. But I would have just exiled the Chain Whirler and the Den of the Bugbear. But like I said, I figured Ugin would catch the concession too. Their hand was just super duper slow. I don't even know why they kept it. Seems like a loose keep from them. All they have to do, they actually have a good matchup here. All they have to do is just go fast. That's it. Just mold a fucking 5, you know? Mold to oblivion. I mean, it's basically like Burn versus Tron, right? Like, get you some Goblin Guides, get you some bolts, just fucking go and just go. All you gotta do. At post board, it becomes more winnable for Tron, but like that's when like the Burn player, if they're savvy, like holds their Skull Cracks and like, you know, plays smart. Yeah, I mean this hand is again like low, but we have some life gain in it as wilt for the various enchantments that they play. Has an early blocker. It is a little heavy on the mana. I could see somebody arguing to mulligan this hand. I just read my opponent's name as Daddy Thig. That's fucking funny. They did mull to 6, so they took my advice. 2 bonds of play with fire, sure. Yep. That's why we're bringing the wilts. Oh, that's not nice. Card is problematic. No mas. I mean, obviously we're not blocking with Lair of the Hydra, right? Take 1 damage from this. Get in there, you beautiful, beautiful beast. Oh shit. Aggro plays 96 with the raid. Appreciate it. Big ups. Welcome, welcome. You've just tuned in to me getting my ass beat by Burn. Alright, let's see. They're coming in hot. 5 damage. We could choose to keep our Arboreal Grazer here for what it's worth.
Look at the sweet prize I won.
Aggro Blaze, thanks so much for following the raid. Big appreciate it. Big ups, big ups. So I'm gonna take 1 on my upkeep and subsequently every upkeep too. And we can't forget about this, obviously, right? I block here, I take 3, go to 8, take 1, go to 7. A virtual 5. I think I just blocked the guy. At least have 2 blockers. That way they can't get in on the next turn like that. I'm done for the night. Hope your stream goes well, man. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I hope your stream went well. That's actually not a bad draw now that I think about it. Not terrible. Aggro Blaze, hope your stream went well. I mean, this isn't. Okay. We might have did it. No, the blue eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Alright. Another card to exile with Ugin. Oh, wait. Yeah. Take 2. Okay, yeah. Oh. It's gonna be close. Um... 6, 8, 9. We can go and get Ulamog. Someone subs Shishia Exodia kill. That's a good idea, Eric, actually. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna actually write that down. How much does Emrakul cost? Emrakul will cost 9. Get Emrakul. Blessing here doesn't really do anything for me. So I'm just gonna minus for 2. Sure, you got it. Oh shit. I forgot about that card. Oh. Good. Whatever, I'll just plus up on it next turn. Actually, I don't have to, right? Yeah, I do have to. Go, Emrakul, go. Okay, well, I'm not playing that. I am going to just attack my Ugin with Den of the Bugbear. Hey, the top deck burn. Yeah, it's scary, but you just gotta believe, man. Oh! No! That's not how it's supposed to work! So the extra 2 damage... well, no, I mean, I had to cast the Ugin. No! Why they gotta do it to us like that, man? See, Eric, you just had to say something. You just had to say something about the top deck burn. Just had to give him the win. Oh, I'm just playing. No, it was razor close. I mean, obviously, if they whiff a draw there, I mean, they're dead, right? They're dead on they're dead in 6 ways till Sunday or whatever the fucking saying is. Eh. That's magic. You didn't want variance. You need to go play chess, right? Isn't that what like magic players say? Go play poker. You see a lot of magic players LARPing as poker players. It's pretty fun. They're like I play magic, so that makes me good at poker too. Yeah, okay. You're running the tables. I'm dog shit at poker, but I know my place. My place is over at the magic tables with the kids. Playing children's card games. Kids. I'm losing. Zoomers are good at video games, man, and games in general. I realize that now. I accept my place as the resident boomer. I get my ass kicked by young kids all the time in games. Like, we have this running joke that like when we play Rocket League and stuff, it's like these kids, man, these kids these days, they'll be like whooping our ass, and they've got like anime profile pictures and like Zoomer names. It's like, man, the day is here. Like, you know, we're old and we're bad at games now. That's what it is. I'll always have magic. Alright. This is where we turn our luck around. Should have plussed him the first turn. Should have plussed him the first turn, and the second turn, boom, game. Well, yeah, we could have. I would have taken 1 damage. Would have taken 1 damage. I feel like that line wouldn't have worked. I feel like I would have taken an additional, I would have taken lethal from the enchantment that way. But, I don't know, you might be right. Because they had the Scab Clan dude, which we didn't take any additional damage from. Oh no, is it the mirror? Might be the mirror. Might not be the... I didn't know other people played this deck. Oh, okay, good. Alright, this seems easy enough. thinning our deck out. Two more turns and we'll have Ugin to minus. Yeah, no, there's certainly some nuances in that game that, you know, I mean, going back maybe would be possible to you know, change the outcome. Alright, this is gonna be a really, really good Ugin. But we're gonna have to take some beats first. Oh man. Everybody say goodbye to Elvish Mystic. Served us well. The crew. I'm pretty sure I just block each creature here. Because either way, we have an additional mana to play with. Just in case. It was what they had feared the most. I don't know why I'm not playing Oath of Nist first. It literally does not matter if this card stays on the battlefield or not. Sure. I'll take a third Ugin. Does Ugin just win? Probably. Many a game does Ugin come down and just win. Like a one-card combo that costs 1,000,000 mana. Do I even care to plus this? I mean, it's... So... I could have just played another Ugin, to be honest. Stacks all of his cards and puts it back in his binder. Is this the 6 mana guy? It is. Okay, shawty. Look at you making me play my 2nd out of 3 Ugin. Other Ugin. Get out there, you little scamp. Sick. What is this? What even is this? This is like Naya's company or something. I don't know if this is actually a meta deck. I just want to look to make sure. Pioneer. I see Angel's Company a lot, obviously. That deck is pretty annoying and good. Better than I actually thought it would be. I'm not seeing anything for Naya, though. It's like Naya mid-range tokens or something. I saw a lot of tokens, like Ratchet Bomb could be good. Saw the Chariot, Wilt could be good. Maybe cutting like an Oath of Nissa or two. Maybe we just cut all of them, right? And go like that. That seems decent. We don't necessarily need Oath of Nissa. We don't necessarily, I don't even really think we necessarily need Wilt. Wilt does kill the Chariot or whatever, but like, doesn't really kill anything else. And, I mean, maybe, ah, fuck. It's playing already, dude. Oh, you know what this is, dude? This is fucking Winota. That's what it is. It's Naya Winota. I'm dumb. Yeah, that is a very popular deck. Ooh. Like a really juicy. Don't play Winota. Just don't. I mean, like, look, you could. I mean, you could. It's a line that you could take, but I mean, I personally not recommend it. Okay, I mean, okay, I guess. I guess. Don't be a Richard. Now how's he get 3? How are you gonna say this is not a human, alright? That right there is fucking wrong, okay? And I petition Watsy and everyone else. You tell me why this is not a human. Go ahead, explain it. Explain it to me. Tell me why he's not a human. I'll sit here and wait. I'll listen to you be fucking disparaging towards the differently abled Watsy. Oh god. Sucks. Oh god. Jesus. Alright. I think we get it. We get it. Okay. We get it. Half human counts to 1, 2. Yeah, they should only get to look at 2 cards, not 4. Okay, well, you know, had I have known what I know now, I would say that Grafdigger's Cage is probably a card that's worth considering in this matchup. Probably Grafdigger's Cage, and Ratchet Bomb is too. I don't think I can fit the Wilts. I'm gonna have hard enough time bringing in. I mean, shit, maybe he's just come out. Although I feel like they're pretty good. I guess Emrakul could come out, and Ugin's too damn good. We need Ugin. I think you lose. Yeah, I think so too. I agree with that assessment. Oh, you know, what is the cut here? You know, we could bring out a Bonds of Flourishing. That. Maybe we do it like this. Maybe we do like. Just like that. Scroll over Oath. Oh, it is Planeswalker, creature, land. Oh, not artifact. That's where mine was at. No artifact love, yeah. Do I just kill this fucking stupid Llanowar elf so they don't get to do the thing? And play my Elvish Mystic? Next turn we'll cast Cavalier of Thorn. Hopefully. There is unfortunately drop. You do still get the Alright. Don't you do it. Play another Ratchet Bomb. Hope to the good Lord they don't have Winota. But that seems like a big ask. Oh no, they're shocked. Oh, is it just the big guy? Yeah. Got it. We have a decision to make here. So we could keep the ratchet bomb on 0 and sacrifice it to destroy the wolf tokens. And that might just be like worth it. Or we can start putting counters on it. I think we keep it on 0. Oh god. What I fucking wanted to see. I needed something that was a non-land there to cast. That way this doesn't flip. You can only kill the voice. Yeah, I mean, it like we would be working it up to kill this thing. Unfortunately, this is it's gonna be a rough city. And this flips it. They can do some nonsense, right? What would they do? They would like give this. Oh, they don't have enough mana to really do a whole lot. They could do something like plus something and then fight it. I don't think so. All right, Ugin, Daddy Ugin. Please come bail me out. I want to buy Ugin. Yeah, seriously. Where's those Oath of Nisses? Hold on a second. Let me get one out of my fucking sideboard. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could go to. We could give ourselves the best chance of the Bonds of Flourishing. Right? I'm not miscounting this. We would cast it for 2. We would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'd be exact. We're just gonna bank on the nut. Part of the cards. Yeah, we're just gonna bank on the nut here. And take the 4. It's happening. It's happening right now. Alright. No, we didn't get it. Doesn't even work the way I wanted to. Dumb game. No! Yeah. Is it okay? It is not. Are we dead? We are. We did cast 2. We did cast 2 things. Oh, god damn. Gave ourselves the best odds. Do your worst. There's nothing more you can do to me. much damage are they doing this? More than enough to kill me. Close. There it is. There they are. Alright. Alright, well, I think I've proven that I'm bad at Magic tonight. At least, yeah, losing 1 game at a time. Correct. But we did play 3 games each match, so we lost, and we also lost very slowly. I'm going to drop from this league. At least I 5-0'd a league yesterday with Eldrazi. Mono Red Eldrazi in Modern. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I think this one's going to wrap tonight up. At least, you know, at least in losing, we made it entertaining. I don't want to say, like, the deck is not bad. I think the black-red deck I played was bad. I don't think that deck is bad. I think the ramp deck is actually pretty good. I just think that we got a little unlucky. And also, I did board wrong against the Winota deck for sure. Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't think it didn't work out because, like, the deck you suggested is not good. I believe that deck is good. I just think that got ratioed, my friend. But it's all good. You are not going to win every match. That is something that I've accepted. I continue to accept it. As long as I'm still playing Magic, I will still lose games of Magic, and that's okay. But anyway, I'm probably gonna call it a night there. Yeah, I'm Kaiba, not Yugi. No, I'm Joey Wheeler. Let's be fucking real. I'm Joey, the Time Wizard. I just didn't draw the Time Wizard. I needed a Time Wizard to... Don't you love in Yu-Gi-Oh how they, like, just made up their own fucking rules? Like, those cards did not do that in real life, but they were like, yeah, the Time Wizard, he dials back the time, and then suddenly somehow your dragon goes into the earth, and now he's a fossil. I win. Now attack. And, like, it's like, what the fuck, man? What kind of bullshit is that? That is some straight up cheating that Joey did. Time Wizard did not do that. Time Wizard was like, flip a fucking coin 5 times, and if you don't win 5 times, you lose the game or some shit like that. That's what fucking Time Wizard did. Hold up, I'm looking this shit up before we get off. I remember he was bad. He was like virtually unplayable, and the fusion with the baby dragon was not even good. Oh, they made a Time Wizard fusion. Oh, shit. I had to do my boy Time Wizard like that. He is the Mr. Mime of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, by the way. Once per turn. I was right. You do flip a coin. Bro, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in fucking, like, decades, man. Like, the fact that I remembered that there was a coin flip involved is... I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate that. If no one else appreciates it, I can at least appreciate the fact that I remember that. Once per turn, you can toss a coin and call it. Hold up. Oh, we're looking at this shit on fucking... Alright, once per turn, you can toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, destroy all monsters your opponent. So it's a Regeki. And if you call it wrong, destroy as many monsters you control as possible. And if you do, take damage equal to half the attack of those destroyed monsters on the field. So it's like, it's basically you're trying to, like, luck sack your opponent. Yeah. But you know what you could do instead of this? You could literally just play this card instead. Like, just do this. Don't do that. Like, just play this instead. I mean, it's not like they had a fucking ban list in the real life, or real life in the anime. Just play a Regeki, bro. Shit, play 10 of them. Who cares? If Time Wizard does whatever you want him to do, just play 10 Regekis in your deck. I don't even know what that means, Eric. You might have thought that I knew what Yu-Gi-Oh cards do, but I just remember little glimpses. $25 and buy one back then. Oh man, Yu-Gi-Oh! This turned into a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream really fast. Okay, all right, I'm getting off, guys. I hope you all were entertained by that. I got my ass beat, and then you didn't even have to do anything. All you had to do is just sit back and just watch a man get pulverized. So I hope you guys appreciated that. You sick people. I'm just playing. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back on tomorrow. Hope you like the stream. Free ass kicking. Ass kickings are always free here on my stream. I will be the benefactor of them. Yeah, we'll be playing some modern tomorrow. I want to play some of that mono red Eldrazi list that I 5-0'd with the other day. I think that deck is pretty sweet. And I'll never find it in my pile of cards. But yeah, I'll play that, and hopefully we'll get another trophy with it. It's a really good deck. Seems good anyway. Yeah, actually I found it. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, we'll play this tomorrow on stream. So if you guys are interested, tomorrow 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be playing this fine pile right here. Not my creation. Can't credit the author of the deck because I don't know who they are, but awesome deck. So appreciate you guys watching. I'll be on 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. Take care, and before I bounce out of here, let me see something really quick. Yeah, actually, I want to send you guys over to a good streamer, someone who is just an amazing person, amazing streamer. If you ever want to watch a fucking limited master, this guy is the go-to. I mean, he's the goat, I should say. So I'm gonna send you over to J-Bro. Peace out, guys. Take care, and God bless.
Hey, Danny Bambino, bless up, homie. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, welcome. If you have not followed Danny Bambino, you're doing it wrong. Fantastic streamer, part-time